Right, so I just wanted to make some comments about magnetism because um, a lot of the research and a lot of the experiments that I've been doing over the years, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are thinking to themselves, well, um, you're blocking the flux lines, and if the flux lines are not moving, as in moving through the coil, you're not going to generate power, right? That is a good question, but now, what about the difference between a rotary magnet that's spinning past a coil and a transformer? Now, think about that a minute, because in a transformer, there is no movement. There's no physical movement, right? I mean, there is no magnet moving around, but the field is moving inside the core of the material, right? See where I'm going with this? So, when I'm working on these concentric magnets, right? This concentric where you have a pulse through the core. Instead of moving past, it's pulsing into the material, the core material, to generate power, right? That is basically what happens in a transformer, right? Which has got no physically moving parts. That's why they call it a solid state, or MEG, motionless electromagnetic generator. It's motionless, it's not moving, but the flux is moving, right? The actual magnetism is moving through the core material, right? So, when I'm trying to do these, um, when I'm working on these inventions, these designs that I've built, I am trying to basically replicate a transformer by converting motion into motionless energy generation of power, right? Which is kind of tricky. Now, if you're moving a magnet towards something and you're pulling it back, you can feel it pulling and pushing on you because of the reluctance, right? There's this sense that the magnet is either wanting to be attracted to it, or it's wanting to push away from you, from the object. So even though um, it's moving, what I'm trying to do is produce energy or become a prime mover to generate power without the actual prime mover sensing that it's doing the work. That is the problem, because otherwise you have a backfeed. Now, interestingly, I did come across um, quite a few people on YouTube. Sorry, the lighting's terrible. I haven't put the light on. I did come across quite a few people who drew these diagrams of bypassing the magnetic field, and that is a very, very, very possible solution. Because basically, when you've got I can't draw it right now. I'm holding my phone in my hand. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. I can use my tripod. That would work. You see my tripod? Imagine this is. Imagine this tripod, this rectangle. Imagine this is a core, right? Um, and you've got your generator coil. Um, let's say you got another cross beam across there, right? Okay. So this thing here is think it's is it the prime mover? Hang on a minute, I'll lose my train of thought. But yeah, I've seen these things where they have a shunt, and basically the shunt is what short circuits the uh, opposite reaction to the prime mover, and by doing that, it's not very clear in my head right now, so forgive me. But yeah, go and look it up. If you see a transformer, it's got a shunt across it, and it's got a prime mover and I think the output coil is at one end, and then you've got your actuation, your prime mover, and then the shunt is what shorts out the lens effect or the equal opposite reaction. I think that's right. Anyway, I saw some stuff like that a while ago, and that is a very feasible idea to work on. I mean, obviously you guys out there who want to work on this stuff, you can do, because I've got other things to do right now. I'm just trying to organize my videos, and I'm trying to make them a little bit more easy to find, and I've rearranged some of my playlists, and some of my earlier playlists were a little bit jumbled up, so I was trying to make a new playlist which is on my YouTube channel now, and hopefully it should sort out that first design that I did, which is more organized now. The first one, I'll put a hash sign on it. I think it's #1, that one. So that's the one I've just done. Anyway, it should be at the top of the list anyway on my playlist, on my channel. So anyway, I'm going, it's just some food for thought, because there's always this little bit of confusion about generators. You know, when you've got a moving magnet and you've got a transformer, but the transformer itself is completely motionless. There is no movement apart from the field inside it that's moving. So yeah, but whenever you try to move a field, you have a reaction against you, resistance to that prime mover, and that is the problem that we're trying to overcome, basically. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Oh, did I hit the wrong button?